We got like 5 hours of rain this morning.
Brent, what are you doing?
I'm doing a weather report.
What's so funny?
I'm just doing a weather report. I told Instagram that I would let them know what was going on with the hurricane.
Oh.
By the way, this is the hurricane for us.
You look like you're gonna fly away. Jackson, what do you think of the hurricane?
Jackson wanted to sleep outside this morning when the hurricane started coming towards us.
He's like, I don't understand what's happening to my ears.
So if you're not aware, there's a hurricane, and it was a level 4 hurricane when it made landfall this morning in Corpus Christi, Texas. I live in Austin, so we're
far away.
kind of central Texas. So we're not getting all of the bad storm stuff. I know I got a lot of messages from people asking or telling me, be safe. I hope you're gonna be okay. We're good. This is what we have right now. Maybe 4 or 5 hours of straight, probably heavy rain this morning that started around 5 a.m. That was like the first band that hit us. Why are you walking around in the rain? You're not giving a weather report. You got no, get an umbrella. I'm being pulled away. I'm being pulled away.
Hi.
Here, let me get my wet paws all over you. But anyways, so I can't ride today, nor can I work outside on the Jeep today.
I mean,
so,
you could ride. You just
I could, but I do have something that I can work on today that I told you guys I would be doing, and that is the AIS removal and new air filter for the R6. Sierra's like, I am so done with you. So let me show you what I got today. So we're gonna be putting on the BMC air filter right here. This is gonna give us some more airflow on the bike. And then here are the driven smog block off plates that we're gonna be installing when we remove the AIS. In a nutshell, it takes air from the airbox, puts it into the exhaust to make sure it burns off as much fuel as possible. It's basically an emissions thing, and it has no effect on the bike except for taking up space, making things more complicated, and adding more weight. If you're planning on putting a power commander on your bike, this is also something that you really should do, because if you don't put on the smog block off plates, then the AIS can still be putting in air into your exhaust, and then you're gonna be getting different AF readings. And so if you put on the smog block off plates and eliminate the AIS, you're gonna be able to better dyno tune your bike. Now with the ECU flash that I did from Boss Racing, he actually had the AIS disabled. So while the AIS is on here, it's disabled on my bike. So it's having no effect. So for me, it's just unnecessary weight that I got on my bike, and we're gonna be taking it off today. And in the process, because we're gonna be having to lift off the tank and messing with the airbox, I'm gonna be replacing the air filter at the same time, just to save myself the trouble of doing it later. So what we're gonna do is just undo the bolts at the front so that we can tilt it back and then access everything that we got under here. So got the tank propped up. I just have this kind of super strong cardboard piece that was from a box. But not taking off the tank saves you the trouble of taking off all of these cables and fuel line and taking off this rear part here. But now we have the air box exposed under here. There are 2 vent hoses that we had to take off from under here, but those will be easy to put back on. But now we can start working on this. So I believe we're taking off all of the screws around here. I think there should be 10. We also have to remove this clip right here, which is the fuel line. Top of the airbox is off. Do not let anything get in here. Whenever you're not accessing anything down here, put a towel, something over here so nothing gets inside. If something does, you're gonna have a bad day. 2 clips on the top, and then we can just lift it back. There should be 5 Allen head bolts. My sockets might be too big. So I couldn't for the life of me figure out why I could not get this lower portion of the airbox off. There are 6 screws to take off, not 5. There's 1 on each side of this rod right here. So 1 right here, 1 right here, and then one each on the outside, and then one here, and one here. So we should be able to just lift this right out now. Got a new hose right here. There we go. I'm just gonna lift it just like, oh, perfect. All right, we'll just leave it right there. Now I already took a little push pin that we had right here. I should just be able to push this to the side and lift out this little plastic piece here. There we go. There we go, okay. Perfect. Now right off the bat, before I forget, I'm gonna put on the hose cap right here. So this hose that I disconnected, I had to use the pliers for right here. That is part of the AIS little hose system. That is not gonna be reconnected. You're gonna get a little hose cap in your block off plate kit. That is gonna go right around this thing. Now you might be thinking to use the stock hose clamp. Unfortunately, the hose cap is not thick enough for this, so you're just gonna have to use a zip tie on this. Perfect. All right, now for the fun stuff. So we have the airbox lifted up, we have the hose clamped off, we have the cylinders right here exposed. You do not need to do anything else down here, so you can keep this covered. What we're gonna be working with right here is this whole system right here. So this hose that went up to the airbox, that's gonna be part of this system being removed. This little controller right here with this plug, these hoses right here that actually go to the OEM plates right here that you can kind of see. You can see a screw right there that's holding one side, and then there's one on the other side as well. I lifted back this little black fabric right here so that those are exposed. It's gonna be a little bit tight to get those off, but this whole section right here is what we're actually gonna be removing. Oh, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. There we go, okay. So these screws are gonna be reused on the block off plates, so you do not wanna drop them. Now we have all 4 of the screws that are holding on these factory plates here, and this unit should come off. There's one clip here, a black one on the right side. We have a blue plug that actually connects to this on the left side. There we go. Okay. This should come off. Yes, yes. There we go. All right, so here's what we're working with down here. As you can see, these wires right here were the ones that were clipped onto the hoses that we just took off. And you can see where we're gonna be putting the block off plates. So there is the right side, and then over here is the left side. Now you see there's like a kind of goldish plate there. That is staying on. Now for the block off plates, they're identical to each other, but they're not symmetrical on the back. You'll notice that there's an indentation here on one side. That is gonna go towards the rear of the bike. If you notice here, it might be hard to see. I don't even know if you'll be able to see, but there are 2 pins. You can probably just barely see one of them right there. This indentation on the back of the block off plate is gonna allow it to sit flush. So just make sure that you have the indentation towards the rear of the bike so that this will sit flush on that plate right there. All right, now you won't be able to see this, but I'll get the plate on here. I got some thread locker on these bolts as well, since we're not gonna be touching these again. All right. So got those hand tightened. Now we can crank them down. There you can see the plate right there on the left side, down here right there on the right side. So I got those now tightened down. I can move this little black little fabric piece back over these. Now what I'm gonna do with these wires right here so that they don't interfere with the fans at all, I'm gonna use a zip tie just to tighten them to this one right here. So I got this zip tie on now, so you can see those wires are very nicely secured. That is all good to go. We can start putting things back on. First, we can put back this black panel that was right here, then take out this towel, lower the bottom of the airbox back down. Then we can screw this down, put on the new air filter, and then we'll go from there. So here is the BMC air filter. You see with this, we've actually got 2 different pieces. So this is the race filter. The race filter is a little bit different from the street filter because the actual filter itself is different. Now, the race filter and the track filter are the same unit. It's just the track filter, you take off this piece right here and you only do this. I'm gonna do the race version, so I'm gonna leave on this piece. Track filter is really meant to be installed like that if you're gonna be cleaning this thing after every single race you do. So I'm gonna be installing it like this. It comes with some screws, as you can see here. So we'll be just installing those on the outside holes that it provides you. All right, filter is screwed in, snaps right in like that. We can move that back on top. Get that middle screw in right here. I'm gonna connect this fuel line, and then we can get all the screws in. All right, last thing to do here is reconnect these hoses as we put the tank down. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, so if you can't get it on, unhook it from the hooks down here, and that should make it a little bit easier, and then you can just slide that back in when you're done. There we go. And we can start putting things back into place. There we go. All done. So about a half a pound saved doing that. Also, when you put on the block off plates, if you have any popping on deceleration, it's gonna reduce that as well. Some people like it, some people don't, but smog block off plates will help reduce that. And it's cheap, it's less than 50 bucks to get that. I'll have a link down in the description if you wanna buy it for yourself, but that is it for the install. Whew. Gonna kill myself. Let's take a look at the sunset out here. It's been continuously raining, but it really hasn't been that bad of a rain. Holy crap. Can you guys see those clouds? Look how freaking fast they're moving. Oh my God, I've never seen clouds move that fast. Honey, I'm home.
Yay!
Oh man. So you guys know that I freaking love torchies. Well, Abby has made us tacos in like the same ingredients for the tacos that we usually get from Torchies.
So I moved it all to the center.
She's like, ugh, this plan is foiled. So we got black beans, we got fried portobello mushroom, avocados, tortillas,
Sriracha sauce,
sriracha dip, and guacamoles.
Hi. Oh wow, there we go. Hi. Can you smile for the camera? Huh? Can you smile for the camera?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh my goodness.
What's going on, guys?
Are you the cutest? Lacey's like, I'm the cutest. I'm the cutest.
I went outside and I got all wet.
All right, I'm gonna eat. So the fight is about to start tonight. Abby's giving great commentary. Practically asleep. She might as well be asleep.
Excuse me. Do I talk in my sleep? No. Oh look, he took off his ridiculous costume.
Anyways, y'all will know what happens in this fight before I do. When you see this video,
Then
you'll already know what happens. Had to come out here, everyone went to sleep. That was awesome. That's actually the first fight that I've watched live. I'd say it was a pretty good one. If you didn't know, Mayweather won. That was thoroughly entertaining. That's all I could hope for. So that's gonna be it, guys. I'm so happy that we were able to get all the installation done with the air filter and the smog block off and AIS removal. Again, if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments. And if you want to buy the block off plates that I bought, I'll have those linked down in the description too, along with the air filter that I bought. So you can check that out for your bike, not just the R6, but any bike. But that's going to be it, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll have more videos of the R6. If you want to check out any of the other videos that I've made working on the R6, I'll link that playlist down in the description as well. But that's going to be it. Make sure you hit that like button if the video helped you out or you enjoyed it. That's going to be it. Remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived, and I will see you guys in the next one.